Hey guys, Swapnil here back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a full review for the Zebronics ZEB-PK, which is a portable Bluetooth speaker from Zebronics. So I'll be dividing this review in terms of the pros and the cons for this Bluetooth speaker itself, but before that I'll give you an overview of the hardware itself and also the features. So giving you an overview of the hardware itself, on the front here we have the two speaker units along with these plastic covers. And as you can see, the color which I have is black and orange, so it looks very attractive and very trendy. We also have the Zebronics branding on the bottom. On the top we have this rubber handle through which you can actually lift the speaker itself, which is mounted on the left and the right hand side using metallic screws. On the bottom here we have 4 rubber feet, so when you place it on a table it won't move around while it plays the music. And on the back we have multiple things. First up, as you can see, this is a place through which air flows in and out of the speaker during, say, bass heavy music, so whatnot. We also have our I/O, which includes a power on-off button, micro USB, micro SD card slot, and a multifunction button. So one by one, I'll give you an overview of all the input and output methods and what they do. So turning it on.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
So okay, the first mode which we'll discuss today is for Bluetooth. So we'll connect it to my phone. So as you can see, this is the ZEB-PK. The
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
So when it gets connected, it says that it's successfully connected. So let's play some music, and you can also judge this quality of the speaker itself, and I'll be talking about the sound quality in a bit. So this was the Bluetooth mode. Now we'll go on to the second mode, which I'll just show you now. Now this micro USB port here can be used for multiple purposes. Number one, for charging the speaker itself. So this is the cable which we get with the speaker in the box itself. So if you're interested in watching what all things we get in the box of the speaker itself, there's a link in the description which will take you to the unboxing video of this device, which I made a couple of days ago. Go ahead and make sure to watch that video if you're interested. So when we plug this in, we can actually charge through this USB port, or else this actually also acts as the radio antenna. So if you don't already know, it also packs FM and aux support, but you won't be able to find an aux port here, but that also functions through this cable, which I'll be showing you in just a second. So this is the multifunction button. So if you hold it,
FM tuner.
So this is the FM tuner. So we can increase and reduce the volume through this. So if you hold it towards the right, the volume increases, and if you hold it towards the left, the volume decreases. As you can see, it's cycling through all the radio stations which is available. As you can see, well, that's the radio mode. Now I'll turn it off, and now we'll see how the aux functions. So on the other end of this cable we get 2 ports. One is a USB port, which can be used for charging, as I already mentioned, and the second one is used for aux support through, say, 3.5mm headphone jack on your smartphone or on your laptop or any other device as such.
The Bluetooth FM tuner. Line in.
So line in is the mode which we need. As you can see, the audio is being played. Let's increase the volume a bit. So this is the line in mode. Okay, taking it out. Now we also have other modes such as this, which is the USB mode, which basically is to connect pen drive. So here I have a pen drive which I'll connect now.
The Bluetooth music.
So that's the music mode which works with pen drives. Now next is the micro SD cards rather. I have tried this and it works the way it is advertised. Similarly, you have to just cycle through the modes and you will reach a particular mode where it starts to play music from the micro SD card itself. Now talking about the pros and the cons, the number one pro for me for this Bluetooth speaker is the build quality itself. I personally feel that this is very sturdy. This is made up of wood, I believe, because that's kind of the sound which it makes. So it's made up of wood and the build quality is amazing. Secondly, the price. The price for this Bluetooth speaker is around 1100 rupees, and for that price you get a lot of features, especially considering the sound quality, as you have already heard. So I'll be talking about the sound in just a second, but the sound quality, the overall build quality, as well as all the input and outputs and everything is really good about this Bluetooth speaker. So for a price of 1100, it's amazing. Now the third pro for this is the design itself. As you can see, it kind of looks a bit retro, but then given the colors of this particular model which I have here, orange and black, it also looks very trendy. So that's again a really very good thing in my opinion. We also have the RGB LEDs, if you haven't already noticed. As you can see,
the Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
So as you can see, there are RGB LEDs which glow on the diaphragms of the speaker itself, so which looks really nice. And when you play music in the night, you can have a disco kind of a vibe going on in your room and whatnot, so it looks really cool. And the fifth one, for the fifth pro actually, is the sound quality itself. As I already mentioned, the sound here is a bit heavier on the bassy side, but then it's not bad. It's actually very good. Considering the price of 1100, the sound is good, but overall I won't rate it, or you can't actually compare it with speakers which cost say twice or thrice the money. Obviously they'll sound better, but then for 1100 it's a bit bassy, but the sound is good, because sometimes what I feel is that the mids and the highs can get muffled, but the low end is good and it's punchy. Now coming to the cons, there are not very major con, but then one con which I feel should not have been there is the fact that it does not have an aux port, or you can call it a 3.5mm headphone jack. So what would have happened if it had a 3.5mm jack is that you would be able to plug this straight away into the speaker, and the other end will also have this 3.5mm headphone jack which you can then connect to your smartphone. So that's something which a lot of speakers, even priced lower and say priced higher, have that feature. So that's something which I personally feel should have been there, because I miss that feature. And generally for tech heads like me, or anyone in general who is interested in tech, they might be having 3.5mm to 3.5mm cables lying around in their home. So that's the major con which I have. The second con, which is I would say is nitpicking, is the fact that this rubber handle can actually get stretched, and over time it will definitely get a bit loosened up. It already is loose, but then it will get loosened up even more with time. That's what I feel. And the third con actually, what I feel is the quality of the cover for the diaphragm itself is not the best. See, they're very hard plastic and the build is nice, but then you can actually feel that definitely there are some cost cutting measures here. But then for 1100 you can't really get a better speaker. That's what I believe. So this was the full review for the Zebronics ZEB-PK Bluetooth speaker. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have covered all the features here. So, and if you're interested in this speaker, there's a link in the description through which you can buy, and also a link through which you can get more information about the speaker itself. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.